broke one. Here's what you're going to get. If thou wilt not observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And he says, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field, and thy basket, and all that stuff. Now I want you to look at verse 49. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Here's the curse now. Here's the curse. You want to keep the law? You want to go under the law? You want to be a Hebrew roots person and keep the Torah and be Torah observant? Here's what's going to happen to you when you don't keep all of them, because that's the deal. You don't just keep part of it and think that you're honoring God, because you're not. James said if a man offend the law in one point, he's guilty of all. Ezekiel 33, and a righteous man, in the day that he committeth iniquity, all of his righteousnesses are done away with. Boom! Just like that. Here's what you're going to get for being a Hebrew roots. Here's what you're going to get. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. That's what you got coming. That's the end game of the whole Hebrew roots movement. The whole Hebrew roots movement is designed to go after, and I want you to listen to this. You stop and think about this for a minute. Staley's ministry, Michael Rood's ministry, all of these other ministries, do they go out knocking doors and handing out Torah tracts to everybody? Do they run a bus ministry to have Torah school? Do they go out and street preaching and witnessing and stuff like that? Who are they going after? They're going after people that's already in church. They're stealing the sheep out of the flock. Telling, oh, you're already saved? Well, let me tell you how to be really saved. Let me tell you how to really do it. And so they're taking people who, for the most part, agreed to the new covenant, and they're taking them and putting them back under the old covenant, which they tell them, if you're not keeping it, it's obviously you're not right with God. They're bringing them back under the dominion of the law, and now you're under the curse. So let's make it simple. Let's say that you and your girlfriend broke up, and you run off with a new girlfriend, and she treats you pretty good. But then you decided that the old girlfriend wasn't that bad. And so you decide now that you're going to go back and be with the old girlfriend and with the new girlfriend. We know better, don't we? We know that the new girlfriend is going to be hacked off at you, and you're not going to get away with it. And the old girlfriend is going to look at you and say, it's either her or me. And you got to choose whose side you're going to be on. It's as simple as that. I wish I could read all your emails. I don't have time today. Oh, Linda. Paul says the spirit of Satan is the spirit of lawlessness. No, he doesn't, Linda. See, that's a lie. You won't find the word lawlessness in the Scriptures anywhere. He's the man of sin, not the man of lawlessness. The lawlessness you preach, she says. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. To say that his law is bad for us and condemns us, then it is not I but you that does not understand the true gospel of Christ, nor do you understand the message of Christ in John 14 through 17, and the helper, the Spirit of truth that he sends to us. Oh, I do. I understand it. That being under the law, and the law is good because Paul said so, it condemns us. You're saying that the law saves me. That's a lie, Linda. It's a lie. You don't believe neither what Jesus said nor what Paul preaches. You only believe what these people told you to believe. What they twisted the Scriptures But you don't believe what God said. Not when it's written that plainly, and you still don't believe it. And then she writes in, so I guess since gay, as in joyful, now means sexual perversion, established now no longer means to covenant, to uphold, but to just, I don't know what this means. Man was never justified by the law, but James tells us the doing of the law is evidence of our faith. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. James never said that either. See, you're lying again. Because these people that are listening to this, besides you, they know what this Bible says. You're not going to pull that over on them. James never said that keeping the law was the evidence of your faith. He never said it. And they know you're lying. I can know what you believe by watching what you do. Do nothing shows the faith. Whereas the word Gentile in the prophecy of the new covenant written on flesh, I don't understand what you're talking about. Ah, Linda, here we go. Thank you for being honest. Hebrew roots people do not read the New Testament. They study the Hebrew Bible only. Gotcha. I got you. I know who you are now. And then Linda says, in regards to the fourth commandment, when did God sanctify every day of the week as to suggest that we can now choose which day to meet Him in worship and prayer? When did the come to mean a? Linda, again, you don't know the Bible. You know what twisted man has told you, but you don't know the Bible. If you can show me anywhere in the Bible, Old Testament, New Testament, right or left hand, if you can show me anywhere in the Old Testament where it says that we have to meet and worship on the Sabbath day, I'll apologize to you in front of everybody. Anyway, I told some people before the broadcast today that they were going to be mad, and they are, and I would like to help them. But there's just, I don't know. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to teach. I'm trying to show you plainly what the plain Scripture says. But with some people, they do not love the truth. They don't want to know the truth. And so God has let the mystery Babylon be a lying spirit to those who are following this doctrine. And I feel sorry for you because I know where you're headed. I know the fierce countenance king that you're fixing to be under. And think about this, people. How many commandments? 10. How many horns does the beast have? 10. And they represent 10 kings. It's cruel authority. And this is where they're headed. This is Pastor Mike. You pray for me. People, they're not going to like me. And I'll be traveling this weekend. You can watch the seminars online. Chuck Missler will not be there. But anyway, and we're going to have it on our website if you want to watch it. But I will say I don't know the other guys that are speaking. I know Eric Barger a little bit, but I don't know the rest of the guys that will be speaking, so I can't say what they're going to say is right or wrong. But anyway, you pray for me while I'm gone, and you pray for this ministry, and you pray because these people hate our guts, all right? So you just keep us in your prayers. I love you and appreciate you and praying for you, and we will see you next time. Bye.